have Glenn here with us today touring our new Discovery Spot at the Museum of Discovery and Science. This Discovery Spot exhibit is devoted to our early learners, so families with a child age 0 to 6. And for us, this was a recommitment to how we got our start back at the Discovery Center in the early 70s. And we really wanted to celebrate the diversity of our ecosystems here in Florida. And so this exhibit is meant to bring those things to life. So if you want to take a few steps.
I will follow you because my GPS does not work in here. By the way, you're welcome to introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Meredith and Linda, Deputy Director here at the Museum of Discovery and Science.
And you are?
I'm Linda Tran, Development Manager at the Museum of Discovery and Science.
And these are my go-to ladies when it comes to mods. Show me what we're looking at.
Over here on the right, we can take you on a trip to the Everglades.
Okay, let's do that.
Without getting a single mosquito bite or breaking a sweat.
Ah, that's no fun. This is
our interactive Everglades mural. These are all species that you would encounter if you were to spend a day in the Everglades.
okay.
Our Florida Panther, lovingly known as Stanley, for the Florida Panthers Foundation.
Which, by the way, we were sponsors of, and I know you all as well.
And they are wonderful partners.
Yes, they are.
And of course, our wood stork.
And you may have to speak up a little. For some reason, it's noisy. There's like 10,000 kids in here.
The happy hum of learning is what we call it.
Okay, good.
And then while you're here in the Everglades, you can experience the sun rising and the sun setting. You can smell the smells. Glenn, you're going to have to get down here really low with me. But you can actually smell the smells of the Everglades. This is the smell of the swamp. I don't know, squeeze it a little and smell here. And these are really true to the smell that you would encounter if you're in the Everglades. Of course,
there's light.
Pike.
Okay.
And then our American crocodile, also a native species to the Everglades.
Okay.
And then the textures that you would experience while you're there.
I don't know what I'm touching, but it's strange.
These are native trees that are indigenous to the Everglades.
Got it.
While you're in the Everglades, it's also very important to pay attention to the wildlife around you. And here is our wildlife vet hospital. You can find an animal that might need your help while you're in the Everglades. This here is a turtle, and we can put him in our x-ray machine and see if we're going to be able to help him. Looks like he has an injury on his arm. And so it's going to, wait for it to tell us what to do.
Okay, it'll tell you.
It's going to tell us what to do.
Okay.
Now, I'm sorry, he's got an injury on his shell. It's recommending that we give him a bath over here.
Okay.
And then we can nurse him back to health, and ultimately a healing power for all animals here at Moz is to put them back to sleep.
Got it.
Their little cuddle. And they all have a home that they live in.
Very interesting. Okay. Watch the balls as we walk.
These are our citrus. And for us, of course, this is at a level that works for the 0 to 6s. Our intent is also to be a career pipeline, and I know it's at a very introductory level, but we really wanted to showcase careers that are relevant to our area and relevant to children coming into this, so they can start thinking about how they can impact the environment and be part of supporting the ecosystem. But Field Hospital is certainly a way, in working with wildlife, that they can support our community. And then,
so let me put you on pause. I got a follower here. Terrence, I know you're there. He's known as Brother Mac. We brought his school to Eye of the Storm back in May, I think it was. We did that. He had about 20 kids. He had about 6 chaperones. So Brother Mac, if you're there, feel free to say hi, put some comments in the chat. He runs a school program, Lighthouse for Students, serving underserved minority students, and I brought him here last year as a guest.
Okay, well please share that we have an important program here at the museum that we've been running since 2016. It's called the Kids Club, and it is a program for specifically social service agencies in our community that are serving children and families. And once you join that program, it's a free program to join. You become part of our Kids Club, and that makes you eligible for free visits to the museum with your agency.
So Brother Mac, you're going to get a hold of probably Linda or I, and we'll help you with the school and get the kids this kind of very unique learning experience. As what this one girl's about to throw a ball at me, but regardless. Okay, I'm sorry, but...
So we're going to take a journey now over here to our ocean side, where we have our coral reefs, and we can make our way up through the clouds and ultimately fly in our airplane here at the museum. But we're going to make a stop at one of my very favorite exhibits, and this is called Sketch and Release. And you see what we're doing here. A screen comes up when you sit down, and it allows you to choose a local fish or shark species that we would have off our coast here in Florida. And then digitally, you can select your paint palette, and you can customize your fish or shark. I personally like to add lipstick to all of them.
Okay.
And then when you're done with your creation, you can approve him for release, and they will populate this virtual aquarium that we have up here, and you'll be able to see them
okay.
swim about. So right here,
So that one says Mama and Mila.
There she is.
Okay. Hi. You did very good.
Yeah, sometimes the fish changes. You want to put a mustache on it? Lipstick on it?
Put your name on
You're
it.
gonna make him striped. Okay. A rainbow fish.
That's very good. We have rainbow sharks somewhere, you got to figure, right? Very nice. You're doing a great job. They're going to hire you.
And so again, this is at a very introductory level.
Right.
But these renderings are all based off of real species we have at our coast here, really understanding, what we have in our Florida environment. These are all sharks and fish that you can find if you were swimming in the ocean right here in Florida. Oh my gosh, he's going to look like he's cut in half.
What?
Yeah, isn't that cool? He's the color of the ocean.
Yeah, look at that. I wish I had that talent, but I don't. Okay, nice.
And there's some little nice magical delights here in the exhibit. So over here in
Go ahead,
the
I'll
primer,
follow you. My GPS doesn't work in here.
After a while, the aquarium species will migrate, and you'll see them pop in some of these portals where all the
Keep going.
creations there will appear.
Okay. Very cool so far. I think I've learned something. I don't know what it is, but I probably
You can
have.
stop by our marine research vessel here, and you can do some deep sea fishing, measure your fish, see if it's an appropriate size to keep. And then while you're here, you can actually communicate with our airplane above, and perhaps talk about what you see on the ocean floor.
Wow. Go ahead. Now this is chaos, I can tell. And I see balls flying everywhere.
So if you have been to the museum before, then you know that one of our fan favorites was our orange grove. Been part of the museum since we opened here in 1992. So we have new and improved that orange experience and enhanced it and made it a citrus experience. So now you can pick lemons, limes, and oranges here at the museum. You can push them up into our tree. You can come back here.
Okay, just watch the balls here.
You can wash them.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
You can juice them. And I wanted to let you in on a little secret.
I won't tell anybody.
Okay, a lot of people, particularly children coming here, want to know how the clock works out front inside the museum.
Yeah.
And the secret is that all of their hard work, juicing and washing and sending the oranges off to market, is really what helps power our clock. So the magic of orange juice is
Wow.
the answer.
Got it. Provides the energy.
Yeah.
Got it. And folks that are watching, I have to be real careful. I'm going to get run over by some kid having a great day. Look, here comes the ball right at me. Luckily, I have no hair I can pull out. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and right now we are seeing about 1,000 visitors a day in this gallery. So it is free as part of the museum experience, and would just encourage everyone that wants to come here to grab a time ticket at the front so they can enjoy the space.
Oh, this.
That's the lighthouse. I've been emailing him lately.
Oh.
So we've been trying to find the right person that manages the lighthouse over on Hillsborough.
Hillsborough Beach.
You're right.
This is our Hillsborough Beach lighthouse.
Okay.
Even with Spot, who is our resident orange here at Mods.
Okay.
He's actually the mail
You're okay.
carrier in this iteration of Spot, which is how the mail is delivered at the lighthouse.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And so I need two friends to be able to do this correctly.
Okay. Now what do we
Hold it
do?
right in the middle.
Hold it. Okay.
Hold it right in the middle.
All right. And will it explode on us, or what are we doing?
I think that they're resetting it right now. So,
Okay.
okay.
Typical tech function, and I screwed it up.
Yeah.
Got it. As the resident techie.
Yeah, well, happy hands is what I say.
Okay.
Happy hands.
Okay. Got it. All right.
We'll come back for our ta-da a little bit later.
All right. Keep the tour going as far as you want to go. Because I'm reaching people that have never been here for the most part, I think.
We can pop upstairs and take a look at our dinosaurs. They're here for a few more weeks before we change exhibits.
Really?
One of the nice things about coming to the museum is we have a traveling exhibit hall.
Okay.
And that traveling exhibit hall changes out content every 3 to 4 months. And so it's a way to keep what we're doing fresh and give everybody a reason to come back.
Any idea what will be here in December when we bring Techpalooza here?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine. I've heard
Comes
of
in
that.
September and he will be with us until January.
Got it.
Yep.
All right. So is that something we ride or interact
There's
with?
interactive.
Okay. So I'll have about 2,000 techies playing with Thomas. In fact, we'll name him Thomas Techie Train or
There you
something.
go.
Okay, for
Thomas
that
the
day.
Tech Train.
Yeah, we'll call him that.
And then, so right now we have dinosaurs, and these have just been wildly popular with our visitors. But it's an exhibit that has a showcase of animatronic dinosaurs and some other interactives. And this will be here with us through the end of the month.
Okay. And then Thomas shows up.
Thomas will come in after that.
He will take the Bright Line right in here.
Right
Because I know
here.
Bright Line ends right there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And then after Thomas in January, we get an exhibit called Voyage to the Deep, which is an exhibit about submarines.
Got it. Okay. I remember this place well.
We have Legos. Lego is our partner. Michael said that
Go ahead.
he loves Lego, right?
Okay.
He said he loves Lego and he loves the Panther. So I wanted to stress to Michael that we have a partnership with Lego here and also in our makerspace as well.
Yeah, we have had now going on, we started our third year of partnership with Lego Foundation. What's so wonderful, and I think a compliment to the work we're doing, is they reached out to us. And they said, we've been noticing some of the innovative work you've been doing in outreach and how you use play as a way for children to learn. And as we expand our footprint in the U.S. from a philanthropy side, we would like you to be a partner of ours. And so they created a museum network, and we're one of 16 museums that LEGO has partnered with for the last 3 years to really put together a framework that showcases a learning through play model, and as opposed to make kids learn and then they can play. We
Got
use
it.
play as a way for them to learn, which is much more likely for it to stick.
Did I recently read that you're one of a group of museums in the U.S. getting about a $31 million grant. You're getting a piece of that. Is that correct?
So we just were awarded a grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services for our outreach program to be able to continue to reach into communities that might not be able to come here on a regular basis to access the museum. So we have a fleet of STEM mobiles, now 5 vehicles that go out into the community.
I remember when you had 2.
Yep, growing really quickly. And so what I love about the model is thanks to our support from partners like IMLS and other local partners like FDL and PNC Bank, we're able to provide the same rich content that you would have here at the museum as an outreach model, and we provide those experiences, over 80% of them, completely free of charge. It's very easy to qualify for those programs if you're a federally subsidized early learning center, if you're a Title I school, if you're a social service agency, or if you're a community partner, for example, a library within the 6 most underserved zip codes of our community, then you're eligible for free programs, and you just have to call and book.
And if you're a nonprofit?
So nonprofit partners that serve children and families are eligible for free programs as well.
So most any nonprofit in South Florida is dealing with CSC, Children's Services Council. So any of those members most likely are eligible. You're going to talk to Linda, right? Okay.
And Linda will connect you to the right person in our booking team. But we work with the YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Urban League. So all of those women in distress.
No, you're good.
Wonderful partners that do such great work in our community. We want to be able to bring mods to them when coming here is not always possible.
Got it. The STEM mobile could reach out to them directly.
Absolutely. We're seeing right now about 60,000 learners through that outreach program.
Got it.
Every year.
Okay. And I've been here, unless there's been changes. I know the Keller Theater coming up, because I managed that last year. Oh, that was so much fun. Yeah.
So, the Keller Science Theater is a stop that every visitor should make while they're here. We have a daily schedule that you can get on our website in advance of your visit or here on site when you come. But this is a place that we do really fun science shows and demonstrations. So at least a few times a day during a normal visit, you can drop in here and take in our Kaboom show, which is explosive science, or our Panther Prowl, which is a program that we do with the Florida Panther.
Okay, got it. And are they doing something right now?
I think it looks, yes. We are getting ready. Nick is getting ready for, I think he's about 4 minutes out from a Kaboom show.
A Kaboom show.
And it's
haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen the Kaboom show yet. No.
No, they don't let me out much. So, you know, I got to be back, by 6 o'clock at night, part of my work release program. So, but he's about to do it. If it's worth staying, we can, or we can keep moving. Whatever your schedule is, right? It's up to you all. So while we're standing here, anything you want to point out? Mods FTL.
So one of the things that, in addition to showcasing the ecosystems here that make our state so unique, we also use the museum to showcase industries that are really important drivers in our community. And the aviation industry is really important to our community. So it's one of our largest galleries. And here you can take advantage of simulator experiences. You can put yourself in the cockpit of a DC-9 and press every single button that's available in there.
And when it crash lands, there's no liability, right?
Zero.
Okay, good.
We don't have that kind of insurance.
Okay. None of us do, by the way. And this is a simulated aircraft, okay. Hey, I can see myself. Okay. And this is another.
Yeah, and so we've added this recently. We did this.
Just grab that. Yeah.
To promote the launch of Artemis. And going back to early times with NASA, there was a partnership with Snoopy, and so that is why Snoopy appears in this launch. pilot a spaceship. You can slide down on Mars. You can build your own shelter.
That looks very cool. This is a flight simulator, I imagine.
Absolutely. So there's a few different views here, and you can pilot your own plane.
Got it. Build a Mars base camp. Yep, this young lady is doing that. Looks good. Okay. And this is probably the loudest thing here.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep. Got it. Okay. What else? You tell me. You're in charge.
Okay, well, we can click 3 minutes from the show. All right, well, then let's just hop over here. We can take a peek in Sprouting STEM.
Okay.
It's a newer classroom space.
Ooh.
We had intended to launch this space in the late spring of 2020, but we know how that went. So we ended up opening it virtually. But when we reopened post-COVID, this has quickly become a sold-out space on a daily basis. So this is where we do mommy and me, caregiver and me style classes throughout the day for 6 and unders. There's not a class right now, so let me turn on the lights for you. Oh, there was a meeting.
Sorry. We'll be quiet.
So this is all local wildlife and plant life that you would have in your own backyard, from your house all the way to the Everglades. So we can again talk about local species, endangered species. There's the railroad vine, the exact bee species that you would see here in South Florida. And the idea is that when we came through the store, you saw we went through a magnifying glass, and we have been shrunken down, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, okay.
And these are larger than life size plants and animals, and using those as a learning experience as well in the room. So here is where we'll do circle time, we'll do animal encounters with our animal ambassadors and bring in live animals. We'll do science tables at these different tables. And so this is a class schedule that rotates every day and is always sold out. So it's again free with the visitor experience and a really popular stop for younger children.
So book early is what you're telling me.
Yeah, be here early. For
Sure. Okay, got it.
And I think we're going to go try and grab a few minutes of our caboose now.
Couple sharks. And there's a dinosaur there at the bottom.
Outside there is our great gravity clock.
Yep.
It was one of 3 that was originally created by the artist back in 1992. The other was in Japan, and the last was in New Mexico. And we have the only surviving clock that is fully functional and tells accurate time every day.
Okay. Is this about the normal traffic you get in here during the day?
So right now we're seeing about 1,500 people a day, but this is that transition period for us, Glenn, that's between the summer visitation, where we have people coming from outside the area to visit, and school starting back up.
Yeah.
So this is actually a little bit quieter of a time than what it's been in previous weeks.
Because I have been here where, like, what was the event in May?
Eye of the Storm.
Eye of the Storm. I needed earplugs that day.
Oh, absolutely. We saw, I think, 5,000 people that day.
I think so, and 4,000 were kids in my booth.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the museum.
So we'll do this for a couple minutes, right?
How are we all doing today? Let's try that one more time. How are we all doing today? Good. All right, I'm glad. So this is a very cool show where I get to do a bunch of different experiments for you guys. But before we do any experiments, we always have to remember our safety gear. So who can point out some of the things I have to keep myself safe from my experiments? Yes. Gloves. These are very special gloves. They're called cryogenic gloves. They let me hold things that are super duper cold. All right, what else do I have? Glasses. Yes, these are goggles. They protect my eyes from my experiments. And I have one more thing, might be bright and red. Yes, my jacket or lab coat. This protects my body from my experiments. Because none of you guys have any of this special equipment on, I'm going to ask that you guys please stay in your seats the entire duration of the show, so that way you guys stay safe during all of these awesome experiments. All right, you guys all ready? Yeah? Okay, so let's start with our first experiment today. So, all of my experiments for the first half of the show are what we call chemical reactions. So in a chemical reaction, I take one thing and make something else in the end. So, for my first one, we need to talk about matter. Does anyone know what matter is? Yes, it is something that takes up space. There's one other requirement for something to be considered matter. Does anyone know what it is? Yes? That's okay. So the other requirement for matter is that it has to have mass to it. It has to have mass and it has to take up space. So you're made out of matter, the stage, the museum, the air, water, everything around us at the moment is made out of matter, including mine thermite spheres here, which you can hear have a lot of mass to them. Now, does anyone know what the states of matter are? Yes.
Whenever you're ready. Unless there's one short experiment.
That's one of them. There's two more.
He's probably going to talk for a little bit longer.
So.
But he does a series of about 4 experiments.
Got it.
Yep.
Does anything explode?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably the last one, right?
The last one.
Yeah.
We do a nitro
However, there
class.
is a fourth state of matter, and we call it plasma. It's a high energy state of matter. You usually see it as lightning bolts or sparks from a source of ignition. So, what happens when we're rubbing it together really, really fast?
Got it. 20 minutes.
We can also share with you a YouTube of our...
I want to do this live and get people reacting. That's the whole point. So, if you're ready, let's go. What else do we need to see on our tour?
Well, I don't want to melt you. We could stop at the science park, or we could at least take a swing by our otters. And
The otters are the best. We all love the otters.
And we have 2 new resident otters.
Okay.
Two ladies, and it's a mother-daughter, and they're Peach and Tuesday came to us from Flamingo Gardens in our partnership with Flamingo Gardens.
Know them well. Yep.
You can tell them apart because one of them likes to sleep on her back.
Must be related to me. I do that throughout the day. I sleep with my eyes open, so it's pretty cool for me. They never know what I'm doing. This looks like a health exhibit here.
It is. This is our partnership we have with Broward Health, exploring aspects to healthy eating, being healthy, the latest innovations in technology here with robotic arms, and some challenges that make fun interactive.
Okay.
The Legos.
Oh, the Legos are back. Aha. I see. Okay. And I see the otters. We're going to get a little closer, folks.
So one of the most photographed locations in the museum is in front of our Megalodon. Our Megalodon is life-size, so it is a replica of the apex predator that would have been here in Florida during the time of dinosaurs. Florida was underwater at that time, so there were no dinosaur remains found here. But instead what we have is an entire state covered with Megalodon teeth.
Uh-huh.
And so...
Much like we're seeing in the second Meg movie, right? Which I haven't seen yet. Don't give it away.
Don't ever want to miss one of those.
No, you don't. Especially if it's an IMAX here. You can't give anything away, can you?
Not the first one, so I'm hopeful we'll get the second one.
Okay, good.
And then this is just an interesting stop. So, talking about the size difference between this and a great white that is an apex predator in our oceans today. This is the difference in scale of their teeth.
Wow.
So this is a Megalodon tooth and a great white.
A tiny great white shark tooth. Yeah, look at that. That's all you need. Yeah, got it. Okay.
And then...
And there's a Megalodon. Hold on. Might as well since I'm standing here. Well, sorry. Pretty scary, needless to say. Okay, got it.
And we'll pop over here.
More Legos, okay.
Lots of Lego building experiences. And if my guess is correct, oh, we actually have a swimmer. This is normally nap time, so we have a swimmer today.
Okay. Yep.
Both of them down here in the water.
And he's coming up. He or she is coming up.
There's a, oh, look at that, playing with rocks.
Okay. And here's another
So
one. Yep.
This is Peach here, the larger female, and that is Mama. And this is Tuesday. And Tuesday just turned 2.
Got it. And this is very entertaining. I've been here so many times.
And so these are really wonderful ambassadors for us because they are native to our Everglades. A lot of people don't even know that there are river otters. These are not sea otters. These are North American river otters. And they can be found from the Everglades all the way through the Ohio River Valley. And we work with a number of organizations to protect them and help reestablish them in the wild. In the wild, a typical lifespan for an otter is about 10 to 12 years.
Okay.
And in an environment like this, they're able to live 17 to 20 years.
And they're primarily freshwater, is what you're saying, right?
Fresh and brackish is
Okay.
where they spend their time.
Okay.
They have
There's one guy way in the back.
Yep, shellfish diet. Behind the scenes here, they have better accommodations than we do. They have their own washer and dryer. They get fresh bedding every night. They get a seafood meal twice a day. They have a team of people just to take care of them and everything else living here at the museum. And they have an indoor pool.
And how do I sign up? Take care of me, please. Feed me, clothe me, and I'm pretty happy.
It's good to be an otter at Mons.
Yes, it is. It's good to be a Mods, period. Come on. I won't say it out loud, but we're all playing hooky right now. This is easy stuff. This is recycling. Very nicely done. Okay. All right.
And then we are...
Yep. Here's sustainability, folks.
We worked with FPL on this last year to bring the solar exhibit to life. Really discussing environmental resilience through the lens of energy conservation. And so this is a whole interactive circuit table to create reusable energy using our sun here, aka light, to be able to produce energy.
Nice, okay.
And I think I'm gonna not melt you and take you out the sun.
That's quite, it's fun. Send me a picture later, right? You stand out there, go click, and yeah.
It's a brief pause this time of year.
Yeah, exactly. When it's 110 in the
But
heat
you know
index.
what? It will be lovely in October and people will use the space all
Okay.
this.
Well, we're going to be here in December,
Perfect.
so we need to work on that for the outside piece. Okay. More Legos. Look, Linda, I see the Legos. Okay. Believe me, I'm old, but I'm a kid at heart, so this stuff is fun. Reserved for Camp Discovery. Ooh.
Last week of our summer camp, so we run a really busy summer program here at the museum. We're an off-site for a lot of other summer camps, so you might be going to camp at the JCC or a camp at a particular karate studio and spend a day here at the museum during your week. But we also run our own camps, so you can come sign up for a different themed week each week of science camp. Both Linda and I have our little guys here this summer.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to take you to the far most interesting third floor offices.
Okay. So, do you want to say goodbye at this point?
I will say goodbye, and I would say hello to anybody that would like to come visit us for the first time or come back again. and just really appreciate Glenn being here and promoting the museum.
So how do people reach mods?
Mods.org is a one-stop shop for everything that we have happening here on a daily basis and what all of our programs are that are available for outreach opportunities as well.
Is there a phone number they can call?
They can call, I'd be happy to provide my number so I can point you in the right direction. I'm 954-712-1172.
And Linda, what's your number if you want to give it out? I don't care. It's fine. I know it's extension 113 is all I remember.
I can't remember right now.
It's not
I'm
important,
so
don't worry. So thank you, Meredith and Linda, for the tour. Uh-oh. Did we cause a problem?
Very angry with us.
Yeah.
And again, mods.org, folks. There's some really cool stuff. And then come December, South Florida Tech Hub, and I hope the alarm goes off, South Florida Tech Hub will host Techpalooza here on December 14th. Be an all-day event. Get to me if you have questions on that. Looking for sponsors and speakers, by the way. Thanks, ladies.